Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Airhauler with me, Herd37. So our last flight, we ended up down here in Fort Myers and created a base there at KRSW. And in this episode, we're going to fly to one of our other bases, which is Dallas-Fort Worth KDFW. Actually, we have scenery for both places. Obviously, we have Fort Myers from, who's it, LativVFR, I do believe. And we have two over here at, that's New Orleans right there, at Dallas. We have MegaScenery Earth X, I think it is, MegaScenery X, for Dallas, the surrounding area. And then we have also the actual airport itself from FSDreamTeam. So hopefully, I turned it down to dense for both because that scenery is going to be real difficult. FSDreamTeam is usually hard by itself, but then with the mega scenery around it's going to be kind of crazy. So let's get this thing underway. It's actually going to be closer to 1,000 miles with this hidden the star and everything, and the actual route itself as well. But I've got everything loaded here. Alright, 65,000 pounds. And like I said, I've got about 1,200 miles worth of fuel, so it should be good. Shouldn't have any problem there, although we are going to be flying against the wind for most of the way going west. But everything should be good here, so let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, here we are at the plane. UPS, there's Martin Air cargo there. Last time, there was there a little bit ago when I was checking this out, which I believe might have been ours. Wow, that dude is flying. What was that? Yeah, ours should be in there somewhere. Let's hit pause. Fix that sound. That happens sometimes. I don't know why. Alright, let's make sure our lights are on. Down there, the SETI anti-collision, we'll turn that on. Alright, let's check out the FMC here. I still haven't updated that because I haven't finished my video. Alright, reference airport, KRSW. I did KSRW. KRSW. We're at parking 4. I'm not going to put that in. KRSW to KDFW. Where are we here? KDFW. Alright, activate and execute. Let's go to departures and arrivals. We're going to depart on runway 6. And let's see, it was CQKY. And I don't see that anywhere. No, it wasn't. Alright, it's Seashell, isn't it? Yeah, Seashell 5. Where would I get that from? In transition at LAL? I can't. Lakeland, Florida. Alright, and we're going to land on 36 left here. There we go, 36 left. And it's that's where I got CQK, or CQI. 8. We didn't have 36B there, but well, that's going to be it. 36B. Transition to AEX. Execute that. Let's go down to the legs. Let's take these vectors out here. First thing. And just see if everything lines up here. Take out those vectors. 36 left. Alright. Hopefully that'll work. Let's go back here. Get our 0 fuel weight. Reserves 3. Cost index, we'll say 75. I'm just gonna try for 35,000. Let's see what this says. Yeah, it took 35,000. Alright, here on the takeoff, we're not gonna do a derated takeoff or anything. Flaps, let's go 10. Although I'm kind of feeling 15, but I think we'll try for 10. 5.3. About right there. 145. Alright, 155. We'll go ahead and put that in here. And so we shouldn't have a really fast landing. Maybe we can land nicely once. I guess last time I was just looking at it, wasn't too bad. Approach reference 144. Why can't I get that in there? There we go. Let's just check this out real quick. 144, alright, so 149, that looks good. And now let's move this over here. Well, one thing we're doing for the minimums, let's move this over. Let's see what we get out of here. Move the range up a little bit. So I wanted to see the approach. Alright, so it put in the approach perfectly. I don't know, PMDG always does that correctly, and the other ones don't. I don't know why. I love that, though. Alright, I think everything is pretty much set how we want for right now. Go ahead and turn the flight directors on. And arm LNAV, VNAV. Alright, parking brake coming off. And we're taking off on runway 6, that is 060. And it looks like that it was right behind us, right? Yeah, right behind us. I think, let's say runway 6 is coming in this way, I think. That's the way it looks like. Sorry, we'll go ahead and start our pushback. It's kind of weird. That's the default vehicle, and I use that, but they've got like the luggage stuff is all their own. Kind of weird. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this to 35,000. And put this up here to 35,000. Landing altitude, I didn't get the landing altitude up here, so let's put 657 feet. Alright, 650 should be good. Brakes RTO. TCAS can come on. Wonder if he's probably going to push us back past it. Yeah, back towards the grass. Alright, little buddy, thank you. Stop the pushback. I guess I gotta give him a second to get out of the way. Although I really don't want to. It'll probably come out to the left. Ah, man. They're always getting in the way. Taxi light coming on. Alright, let's go ahead and taxi on over to the runway here. Wonder where the tow guy went. I didn't see him after that. Almost like he disappeared. At least he's not in the way. And we'll taxi on down to the right so we can get to the end of the runway. Flaps going to 10. There's a few other planes over there. Hanging right here. But a little too far over. I knew I was going to do that because we were going a little quick there. So, I can't tell if this is the last area to get onto the runway or not, because down there it turns... Alright, so you can't actually go down if you want. I saw the texture change to like asphalt orb, and you can't hardly see anything past it. Got traffic in the area, I don't see anybody yet. Now it's off. I wonder if maybe someone would be coming in and landing or something. trying to think. I think everything is set. RTO, flaps are set. All we got is auto throttles left. Oh, got the traffic warning again. I just can't see anybody. Thought maybe it could be somebody behind us, but still nobody. I don't see anybody. Might just be passing through. Florida's a small place. Tons of large airports and everything. But you know, obviously Florida's pretty skinny. I gotta imagine they pack a lot of planes in the airspace down here in Florida. Alright, let's stop right here. We'll say I don't see anybody that way, don't see anybody that way. Let's go ahead, landing lights can come on. Strobes coming on. Enter the runway, auto throttles coming on. And we'll do a rolling takeoff. Why not? Real reason to stop. Except for the cameras. I just hit the flaps, so I'll just reset it. My hand hit it. Toga? $80 knots. They didn't say it. Hopefully we won't have sound problems again.
V1, rotate. V2.
Up we go. Positive rate gears coming up. Flaps going to 5. See if I can go ahead and hit autopilot. Nah. It's weird trying to keep it in the crosshairs, but try to hit autopilot at the same time. So it forces me to like fly with my left hand, using the mouse with my right. I do like the textures there. I like that a lot. Flaps going to 1. And flaps going up. Fully retracted. There's another little airport over there. Let's take a look outside real quick. Yeah, I really like the scenery around it. It's kind of weird how that goes like dark green. You can see more of the scenery. It doesn't really blend in all that well, does it? I still love it. There's another airport. Yeah, taking off that way, there's a lot more scenery that way. I flew in here before and saw that in an FSX flight as well. I'm going to pause it real quick. Just make sure we didn't get those sound problems again. Taxi light going off. Let's check progress here. 5.4, so we won't have too much fuel left, which is exactly what we want. That way we can land as slow as possible. It makes it a little easier. Alright, so we're heading up north to Lakeland, LAL. it looks like then maybe we'll start heading out to the west a little bit more. Over to Dallas. Nice area though. Fort Myers, Florida. Alright, already up to 8,800 feet. Everything looks good. Hopefully, man, hopefully it's not jagged at all when we get to Dallas. I'm a little worried. Because there's a lot of scenery there. A lot of scenery. Alright, there's 10,000. Landing lights all go off. Everything looks good. OCD. Odd thing is, right-clicking it can has some effect on the memory too. Although I think that 1DLL fixes that. One of the weird things about FSX. Go ahead and up that range there. Let's see here as well. 1958. That's just a little over 2 hours there. Should be good. Alright, well, we're well on our way. There's nothing really to see. We're kind of out in, I would say the boonies, but there's definitely not near as much to see out here. That's kind of weird looking. Although I guess this is wetlands, I guess? Alright, let's go ahead and and we'll speed on up. And be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down to normal speed here. Getting real close. We'll see MegaScenery X. Let's look here. At 26, 27, that's gonna be it's probably gonna be pretty bad when the airport's in view. Also with the weather, that doesn't help anything with the frame rate. But I do like the scenery. I did a FSX flight out of here once. I used the stock airport because I didn't have the paid one yet. I did it at night and it looked pretty good. Although, like I say, it was at night, so I always saw it was lights a lot, but I liked it. Let's check this. I believe it was 139. I was just checking it a second ago. Yes, so 144 is the approach speed. Coming up on the decel right here. Everything looks good. Here's something altimeter just in case. We're slightly above where we want to be by about 177 feet right there. No big deal. I'm going to go ahead and move my range down one more time. I think we actually got there it took a little bit longer than I actually thought it was at first. I think it was just the wind. We were flying into almost 90 knot headwinds there. It's down to 3.7. What was it, 4.3 I think we checked it at? Yeah, 2014. So we lost a little bit of time because of the wind. You can see we're going to land in a bit of a crosswind. There are other runways that would line up better, but when I chose it, that was the best runway. We're down to 23, 25. Like I said, we're running everything at dense too. Alright, so let's see what this speed is. 164, daggone. 5.7 miles. Let's go ahead and start putting flaps out here. So that's flaps to 1. Let's go flaps to 2. One 6-4, switch well on down there. Flaps going to 5. Let's see, we're almost at the damage speed, so we need this thing to slow down a little bit. Auto brakes are set to 2. Spoilers are armed. We're set to go down to 2300. We'll catch the ILS before that, I'm sure. I don't care too much about the speeds after that because 144 is approach, but that's only 20 knots slower. And we'll have the auto throttles by then. Alright, flaps going to 10. I believe that's as far as we can go until we have the gear down. So give us the warning. About to turn right to the runway. Don't see it hurts the frame rate too. Especially clouds.
Traffic.
There's traffic, I don't see anybody yet. Runway heading
Adjust.
357.
Adjust. 2500.
I don't see anyone on the screen. We need to get our gear down. We can't while we're in the turn. Well, you can, but it's not a good idea. See, it shows... No. Gear's coming down.
Clear of contact.
Yeah, I never saw him on the screen. Man, this is going to be choppy. Jeez. The clouds aren't going to help anything. Alright, so I'm going to have to let this go at least down to 2,000 because I haven't gotten it yet. Hit approach, hold. Let's go 150 here. Flaps coming down. Can't quite make out the runway. We're less than 5 miles away from it. Now I think that's going to be it right there. If I'm not mistaken. Come on, thing. Auto throttle's coming off. I'll control it. I don't know why that doesn't want to work. But we're not leveling out. So she's still going down. $144, so I can visually see it. Oh, we got the wind. Autopilot off. Plane is mine. Oh god, we got a guy right in front of us. That's what the warning has been about. Like, he's gonna make it tough. We're slowing down a little bit too much. Oh, he's gonna give us all kinds of problems. I'm trying to slow down, but at the same time I can't slow down. I'm already below our landing speed. And getting low.
400. 300.
So we are well lower speed.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20, 10.
Yeah, we're going into the back of him. He was able to slow down a little quicker than we could. Although we landed slightly long. Tracking the flaps. I think this is the cargo is on the left. I'm not sure if we want to go all the way down or not. I can't tell. No, we don't want to go over there. Alright, so we'll go on down. Kind of figured it would be on down. Track the spoilers. Auto brakes off. Yeah, we went a little long. I kind of figured that was going to happen at the very end as we were coming down. We were coming down kind of steep and at the wrong speed. We were actually slow. It was kind of awkward how that happened. Plus, we had a plane in front of us. That doesn't help. I'm surprised we're running at 20. I guess that's because the buildings are off to the side, maybe? Yeah, I thought it said cargo all the way over to the left. That's why I chose this runway. So I guess maybe that's the cargo, or it could be down here. Let's go over here. So hopefully that is true. I mean, we'll park over there anyhow. Yeah, that was interesting there at the end. Couldn't find the traffic. It didn't show up, but he was there, by God. We saw him at the end. Landing lights are off. Back to steady. And I should have held on to the thrust a little bit longer as well, because I think we kind of dropped at the end. Instead of coming in smooth, I think we dropped a little bit because we were coming in slow, so I should have held on to it just a little bit longer. Even though we did go a little long. Yeah, I'm not sure. For the last little while, we've been having problems keeping speed, and I'm not sure why. It's my fault. I'm the one letting it drop down. Because auto throttles are off, so it's obviously me. Need to keep the speed up. Okay, where I just saw, there it is. We're off a little bit. And we'll stop right over here. I'll pull up a little bit because we're a long plane and I don't know that we're necessarily the best area. There we go, right there. Just put the parking brake on. Taxi light can go off. Oh, I forgot to turn the APU on. And you know what? As I look up here, I remember we forgot to turn this on. Over to it's either Gen 1 or Gen 2. Alright, well, I'll let that APU come on. I'll wait for it. And we'll meet back over at Air Hauler. Alright, everybody, here we are. I guess that's mobile phones, I do believe. Nothing damaged. That's always good. Go ahead and unload her here. We'll take a look at the finances here in a second. I can't remember how much that paid exactly. Alright, everything's good there. The flight monitoring still. It always wants to take forever. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look at the finances real quick. Let's take out, still, reputation 98.83. Man, we gotta get that up to 100. That's not what I wanted. Bank loans, take out a loan, cancel. Let's go over, there we go, cash book. That's crazy. Still, 11/28/2013. It's almost 4 years ago, because it's what, November 8th here, I think? Almost 4 years we've been doing this. There we go, 407 grand. It's pretty good for, you know, basically a little over 2.5 hour flight. It's not much of a land. Well, 861, I guess, is kind of big, but in the scheme of things, it's not. So let's check out Dallas. There's all kinds of stuff I'm sure coming from Dallas. I might have to wait until the next week for my next days off. I don't want to, though. We've got Jacksonville. That's another one of our bases. That's a perfect place to get to. Charlotte, I mean, it pays pretty good. It's a little heavy, but not too bad. Because look, Denver, I don't really want to go all the way out to Denver. Doesn't pay much. Dubai pays nothing. Charlotte doesn't pay anything. Eureka, is that Eureka, Kansas or something? Doesn't pay anything. Ketchum, nothing. Alliance, that pays a ton. It's heavy. Boise, that's one of our bases. Weatherford, Lexington. Juneau, it's a long flight, kind of heavy. It would be fun. There's another Jacksonville, way too heavy. I could get someone out here maybe to pick that up. That'd be a good idea. Daytona Beach as well. It's a little heavy though. $500,000. We should get someone to pick up these two, like Jacksonville, and get somebody to do Daytona Beach just to bring in money. Now Phoenix would be fun. That's one of our bases. We were there not too long ago though. Boston's one of our bases. $250. Can't do that. Yeah, I think we'll try and take that first Jacksonville. I think that would be a fun flight because we got scenery for Jacksonville. I can't remember. I guess we have maybe flown a big plane in there. I play an air hauler too all the time. We have small planes, but we might have to try that. I've got a little bit of time to do it if I want. That's pretty good. All right, but I guess that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. Catch you guys on the next flight.